It is Friday night, and you know what that means. It is time for the greatest watch party known to man for AEW Rampage. We are back after a week-long hiatus. Thank you, everyone. My name is Zach from West Coast PopCast. Tonight is the go-home show for Revolution. We have a bunch of people on the card that will not be on the show, but let's run down what we got so far. Big old tag team, Top Flight, Dark Order, BCC, Aussie Open will face each other. Swerve, Strickland, and Parker Bordeaux. They got that wrong. Versus Keith Lee and Dustin Rhodes. That's right. Never mind. We're all right. Riho versus Emi Sakura and Powerhouse Hobbs versus Serpentico. That's what we got going on. And during the commercial breaks, we're going to have some fun. We're going to talk news and rumors. Creed 3 is out. We're going to talk that. I haven't seen any of the Creed, so if you saw Creed 3 or 1 or 2, let me know. And all your comments throughout the whole program. And we're going to talk about, since we're going to talk about Creed 3, I'm going to give some of my favorite sports movies to you, and I'll let you know which I like, and let me know what you like as well. And Trivia is back. Trivia is back. I will get the title in a second here as Rampage starts up. I'm very excited to be back. Thank you so much. Let's hit up the comments really quick as we get going here. Rampage is starting up. JR is on commentary. Carlito. Oh, I missed you, Carlito. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Carlito talking SmackDown already. A lot of stuff going on. Feeling was incredible seeing them. All right. I'm excited for that showdown. 4 weeks left. WWE need to tell me something other than Dusty on SmackDown. All right, we'll see how that goes. I'm excited to watch it. It's absolutely no doubt about it. Rhea Ripley needs to be the SmackDown Women's Champ after WrestleMania. BCC is coming out now. Revolution is Sunday. Let me know if you're going to get it. Everything about Santos. Loved it. All right. Riptide by Ripley. Oh, you got me pumped up for SmackDown, Carlito. Do you want to see Ray vs. Dom or Ray teaming with Santos? No. Ray vs. Dom on the biggest stage of them all. Save the tag match for Backlash. Do not ruin that. Triple H looks back. The greatest thing did bring back LA Knight. Yeah, I like it. Mr. All Power, welcome to the stream as well. We're going to have some fun tonight. Oh, that was compelling enough. Drew McIntyre and Sheamus. All right. The Battle Royal, I don't know how I feel about that, but Jesus. Yeah. Bring JD back. It was a nice week without JD. Thank you, Mr. All Power. We're going to have some fun. The match started already. We just got the BCC intro. Everyone else is already in there. You like Johnny Silver, don't you? All right, let me find the correct slide here. 9,000 tag teams here. Bell just rang. Aussie Open in there. They need to fast track Uncle Howdy and Bray Wyatt. They really do. I'm on board with long-term storytelling with him, but SmackDown was okay. Next week's will be a better one. And the direction of Bray at WrestleMania, Vince better not have a hand on much. So I don't care what JD said. You know what I care? Who says what is the one and only, the greatest thing to happen to the internet since adult movies. It is the one and only Eric. Welcome to Rampage.
What an intro. I will give you that. You popped me before I even came in. Thank you for having me, Zach.
It's a pleasure. How are you doing?
I'm doing A-okay. I can see already got all the people in the chat. I smelled the popularity. I smelled the spotlight, so I had to jump in.
Bask in it. Speaking of bask in it, we'll see Keith Lee tonight with his new look. Will he be singing in the choir, Keith Lee? Is it going to be old Keith Lee that they have in the picture? Who knows?
Who knows? I mean, maybe it'll be a mix of both. Maybe he's doing a broken Keith Lee gimmick that we're just finding out about.
All right, you got some love in the chat here, Mr. All Powers, the CEO, baby.
Hey.
As you
guys can see, I'm at the fanciest resort. I decided to celebrate the 1,000 subs a little early, so that's why I'm going to be missing out this next episode of the PopCast. I'm going to be doing hula hooping and seeing how low I can go while Zach and Knock hold the fort.
All right. He'll have a full vlog on that later this week on the channel. Eric, Creed 3 is coming out. We're gonna go over some favorite sports movies. So if you got any, keep them on deck.
We
got some coming out, and we have some trivia as well. I'm gonna take myself out so I can grab the trivia belt. Talk to the people while this is going on.
All right, people. Let me know what's going on in pro wrestling. As I try to pull up my Rampage stream again because it just crashed on me. There we go. It looks like we've got Top Flight. No, that's not Top Flight. It's Aussie Open, and it's a 4-way tag match. It's on screen. See, this is why you come to this stream. Zach has everything set up. Top Flight, John Silver, Alex Reynolds, Claudio and Wheeler Yuta, Aussie Open. Gotta love it. Got to love it. And hitting up the chats. What's up, Real King of Fighters? And Zach is back.
All right. Carlito, I have some Scream stuff and news and rumors, so stay with us. I cannot wait.
Oh, avoid those spoilers.
Yeah, there's a big one out there right now. The Killer, for example. That one's out there.
That sucks.
Yeah. One women's match. Again, it is two women who have been around AEW, Rihu and Sakura. We're not building on anyone. We're not building on Willow. We're not building on Jade. We're not building on people that are there. I appreciate Riho and Sakura, but I feel like we're just getting catering this episode.
Yeah. I mean, I know Rhea was the first champion, but whenever she shows up, it feels kind of random.
Yeah.
So she's not the attraction that I think they're getting out of her. Oh, Zach, let me ask, did you already eat dinner?
Yes.
Oh, that's a shame because if you have any scraps, I'm sure Johnny Hungy would love to have them.
I thought you were gonna make a Jericho joke, like he wants to eat off my plate because whatever.
Because of course he does.
Yeah.
You mentioned Creed. I actually 2 nights ago I did I've never seen the first 2 Creed. I watched the first one, and tonight I'm gonna try again to watch the second. I just wasn't feeling it last night.
Okay. Both of them just appeared on HBO Max last week or week before, so I'm gonna give them a try.
First one was good. It sounded like I had a question mark to that, but it was good. It just, I don't know. I think just like Wakanda Forever, I might have let people overhype the series for me.
Okay. The series kind of went off for Rocky for me, so I'm not thinking too much of it. I just want a nice boxing movie. So
the boxing is very good.
Cool. Yeah, stay off Twitter. I'm a huge Scream fan too, Carlito. I absolutely love this series. I love it's going to New York because it still is. It's like Friday 13th. They went to New York. It stays in touch with that kind of stuff and other franchises. So everyone is ready. The world is a vampire, aka. Excuse me, let me do that right. Let me get that right. I know Eric likes.
Go ahead and hit it.
So everyone is ready for the world is a vampire. Aka NWA versus AAA Super Show this weekend. I didn't know what was happening. Did you, Eric?
I had no idea. I mean, NWA, they hate advertising and they hate when other people advertise for them. So
yeah, they do. That pissed me off so much when they did that for us.
It still pisses me off.
I know. Carlito, I don't think Gail kicks the bucket. I can't see them doing that. I hope some of the newer people kick the bucket. I like the new people, but I mean, if we're gonna kill people that are big in the franchise, let's kill a couple new people off.
Yeah.
Oh, Eric, I tried watching an episode of Rick and Morty last night, and when Justin's name hit the credits, it just like, I don't know, man, just weird.
It takes a while. Like I had to take a break from watching the old Rick and Morty's.
Okay,
I'm back on it, but it is. I can't wait to hear what they do with the new voice.
Okay, me too. All right, next commercial break, news and rumors. After that, we'll talk sports movies and Creed 3 if you are a Creed fan. So let us know your favorite sports movies. Trivia, I got 8 trivia questions, so someone can win the championship tonight. And at the end of the stream, I'm going to tell you what we're doing next week. We're going to do something special. It is a viewer request that we're going to do next week that I'll let you stew on for about 6 days.
Ooh. It's better long-term booking than TK offers nowadays.
Yeah. Longest term booking ever is Eddie Kingston finally going after Claudio and ROH this week.
I will give. I actually didn't think about that. That will be kind of cool. I won't watch it. It'll be cool to hear about. I will say I'm not a big fan of AEW. Like their official Twitter or Instagram account shows his tweets complaining about AEW. It's like, so you can't at least pretend that it's real.
Right. Yeah, that's pretty much it, noob.
Yeah, very much so. It gets awkward too because he did a bunch of guest voice roles on like other shows that I like. So watching those episodes is takes a second.
I'm glad Top Flight's good. Like this is, I guess, okay for what they're doing here for going into Revolution on Sunday. But at the same time, this is your legit go home show for the pay-per-view, and you're not going to be really selling the pay-per-view on it.
Right. Yeah. Sometimes I wonder if TK even wanted this show, if the network pushed it on him, because there's really no planning to it.
We're going to talk about that other show, News and Rumors. They released the trailer today, so.
Are you gonna? Think you'll watch it?
At least the first couple episodes, just for the sake of covering it. So if anyone wants to find it, they put the trailer out. It is on their Twitter, and we'll talk about it.
Okay. Has since he's come back, has Darius been noteworthy for Top Flight, or is it just Dante still?
It's Darius is good. I think Darius knew how good Dante was doing, and Darius stepped it up. So he's good. They feel like a tag team.
Okay, that's cool. Because I want Darius to succeed. He just had some bad luck.
Carlito, I would never watch a documentary that would bring me down like that. Good on you, but I can't do those anymore, man. I'm getting too old to see stuff like that.
Yeah, I really can't do it.
All right. Noob has an idea for next week. I swear I forgot if it's NWA shit. I can't find NWA stuff, Noob. All right, I got an idea for next week. 10 wrestlers will be joining or returning to ROH because I already know that I got Max the Impaler will return to ROH. Okay, I like that one, Noob. I'll do that next week. All right, we got something special for next week, and we got noobs next week as well. So get them ready, Matt. That is it. Blackpool Combat Club 1. Here's a question for you. Should Ray vs. Dom have the mask versus hair stipulation or save that for Backlash? And then this was posed in the chat earlier. Should the WrestleMania match be Ray and Dom, which I do believe it is, or should it be Santos and Ray versus Dom and Damian?
Santos and Ray versus Dom and Damian. I don't think I've been following as closely as you do. Does Santos, is he already in this storyline? Or are you just throwing him in?
Yeah, he's like sticking up for Ray on TV.
Oh, interesting. Okay. I say depends. If Ray is retiring at WrestleMania, then it has to be Ray and Dom. And I'll say for the mask. If he plans on staying along at least till like SummerSlam, then yeah, let's give Santos a WrestleMania match.
Okay. I like that. If I can find Wheel of Fortune, they said make your own pizza. I was like, hell yeah. Make your own puzzle. I'll try to find it. I like Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah.
Tag team match between Ray and Santos versus Dom and Priest. Noob. Yeah, I guess it depends on when Ray retires, like you said, Eric.
Yeah.
You excited for Moxley to bleed all over the place on Sunday?
I mean, that's what he does best. It's a fountain at this point.
Oh my goodness.
Ric Flair gets jealous how much this guy bleeds.
That was so gross. It was just dripping all over the floor in Dynamite. Like someone from that place needs to clean that up.
Yeah. That's actually something I've never thought about. The poor unfortunate soul who has to take that canvas off and clean up just mop the floor.
All right, it is a slim down card on Sunday, but there is a 60-minute Iron Man match. Does this pay-per-view intrigue you so far? I
don't know. I mean, because on one hand, AEW pay-per-views are just long enough as it is. So a 60-minute Iron Man match. What I think I'm really only hyped for the championship match. There's nothing else that I've really been sold on.
Yeah.
And even then, I think I'm okay just hearing about the result.
I'm excited to see Joe and Wardlow. That'll be a good match. I just don't care where the title goes at this point.
Yeah. I'll agree with that. Oh, how can I say? Yeah, Mox and Hangman. Of course. I have to see what the Hangman does. See how that thing hang.
God damn. As long as he's not on the mic. All right, we're going to get to some news and rumors in a bit here. I know, good game. Take a shot every time Jim Cornette complains about Moxley versus Hangman. You know, if that's the case, they can just feud all year. I'm fine with that.
Take a shot every time Jim Cornette just complains.
All right, news and rumors. Cable outlet, I forgot which one, showed the pay-per-views for the rest of the year, and AEW Forbidden Door is on there on June 26th. So it looks like another one's happening. They're just not announcing it yet, but I mean, they're pretty much setting it up anyways.
Okay.
I'm all for it. That was a very fun pay-per-view. I thought the hype was terrible, but the pay-per-view is A+.
Yeah, this time we can see Mercedes and star them in there. Hopefully we actually have some women, because, yeah.
Thank you, yes. Money, now it's stuck in my head. All right. So the trailer for this got released today, All Access. This is unscripted, Eric. Nothing is scripted about this. Nothing at all. It is so raw and real and gritty. Nothing has been like this. And nothing has been done like this in wrestling ever, according to the trailer even. The trailer even tells us that. It is so unbelievable that they're doing this. This was done during the build-up to their November pay-per-view, which I think was Full Gear. Even in the trailer, you see so much raw, gritty, unscripted dialogue. You see things that aren't set up at all to go along with storylines. And you know what else? This might sound crazy, Eric.
What's going to happen? What's going on?
I do believe TK used the scrum to promote this show to tease CM Punk coming back and facing Kenny Omega in the Bucks. The way the trailer is set up, my mind is cocaine bared up, and I know the cocaine booker himself could possibly pull this off as a cross-promotional thing to build up Punk, and the storytelling can be done through unscripted, which will garner millions of ratings, of course, because it is unscripted and raw, and that's what the people want.
The only way I will believe this is truly unscripted is if Zach Clayton is on this show. Because he has to. You can't have the reality show without the reality.
Hello.
You just can't.
Hello. He has to show up. On. This show's done.
He has to be on this show, and he has to go to TK and demand his championship match. That's how I'll know it's real, not scripted. Because we all know that he's the real star of AEW. He's the upcoming modern-day Jeff Hardy breaking out on his own.
Unreal. Let us know in the comments if you're going to watch this raw, gritty, unscripted televised show on TBS. It airs March 29th, I do believe. The very end of the month.
That is I'm it seems like Adam Cole is really happy, and I'm happy for him.
That's what mocking this makes it feel so tough, because I love a happy Adam Cole. So.
Exactly. But I'll always think at this time this year he would be setting up for a road to WrestleMania.
Yeah.
He'd have, I don't know. So I hope AEW does him justice.
I do too. And first of all, quit using CGI. We all know Adam Cole is standing up in this picture.
That's a good one.
Thank you. The Cocaine Booker Tony Khan is hinting another announcement for next week. Okay, so they hit 800 some thousand this week. So I guess another announcement is needed. I love Scream Carlito. I cannot wait to talk about that. Yeah, the show, I'm not interested either. Right after Dynamite, don't raw yourself.
Yeah.
Money. Awesome shots of her on the red carpet. If you can find it, the Mandalorian premiere. She's flaunting the belt, and pretty damn cool.
Yeah, that looks awesome. Have you watched the new episode yet? Is she?
No, I'm gonna wait. There's a nice one with her and Rosario Dawson playing tug of war with it.
Oh, sweet.
All right, noob. Here it is. Scream. I can't remember if it's Cinemark or what movie theater chain has it, but if you look at the bottom, those are the popcorns, the drinks, and those little Scream things go on the drinks. So you got
that is probably AMC.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why is this all dark? Who is this?
Was Uncle Howdy in the pictures?
Right? Is this Jungle Boy? Dude, okay, AEW production is killing me lately. I know a light's gonna shine on a grave at the end, but they did the grave thing on Dynamite, so we don't really need it. Pay your electric bill. Come on, man. All right. this is actually going on around here. You can find people like standing in front of cameras that are for like the cities, stuff like whatever the city's main cameras are. But these are very odd cities to do this in, especially the guy in the snow. But people are just standing in screen costumes throughout the country.
So that is a great promotional stunt. If I owned a gun and I saw this, I would shoot them.
I'm sorry, but we're 6 movies in. You're taking a bullet. Like, know what's up.
Do you remember the story about the forest of clowns and the clowns that would just pop up and just creep people out?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not taking any chances. I would shoot someone.
Yeah, you're done. Sorry.
Yeah, you made this choice.
Buried alive match. It's no holds barred though. Yeah, I'm excited for this one. It'll be great. Women's matches on now. Let me finish up news and rumors. Shazam! Fury of the Gods. I don't know how it's tracking here in LA. Well, I know a couple of the theaters it's not tracking well. It's on par to get about. Hopefully, it'll get around $40 million opening weekend, and then you can expect almost at least a half drop from there. This movie may make $100 million domestically, and probably, hopefully, almost 300 million. But tracking is not good for Shazam. So let us know in the comments if you're going to go see Fury of the Gods.
I haven't liked what I've seen from the trailers. It hasn't won me over.
Yeah. Seems like the stakes are too big for Shazam right now, for how this character Shazam is.
Yeah.
They're rebooting Hellboy again. This is your Hellboy.
Yeah. Wow. They're trying again, huh?
Yeah. I guess. And I started The White Lotus this week.
Oh,
what am I missing? What is this? Am I just watching Privileged People? I mean, this is like everyone has been raving about the show, but I don't see any big draw. This is the same reason why I didn't like Crash. It's just like set up too much for it to be raw and gritty, like AEW unscripted. But like, let me know if I should keep going. Eric, have you watched it?
I haven't, no, but you're not selling me. So let us know if it's worth it.
Yeah, let us know. I know Succession's ending, but Last of Us is still going. Knock and I will cover the next and last 2 episodes in the next 2 weeks. So join us for those. And is that it for news and rumors? That is everything. So back to the wrestling.
Matt asked a great question that I just saw pop up in my news feed a while ago. What do you think about Triple H wanting a smaller card for Mania with 2 nights?
I'm fine with it just because entrances can be a bit much. If he does it this year, I guess it's let's see how it looks kind of feel to it.
I'm kind of torn because on one hand, I don't like the Battle Royals. Those are just not good. But on the other hand, I like the fact that people get to wrestle on WrestleMania and get a paycheck for it. So the Battle Royals, I always accept them begrudgingly. If I don't know, a smaller card means less people wrestling. If Mustafa Ali works his ass off all year, Ricochet works his ass off all year, and they're told, sorry, you just stay home, when Omos gets to wrestle, that kind of sucks.
I'm so pissed about that. I'm sure he's the nicest guy, but he, in ring wise, he does not deserve a WrestleMania spot.
Yeah. I think, what was it? Did you hear the news that Brock apparently turned down a match with Bray at first? Again, this is all just wrestling journalism. Turned down a match with Bray, and then Vince wanted him to go with Omos.
I saw that. And you know, Brock did walk out when he heard Vince was out. This might be a way to appease Brock. Be like, hey, we'll let Vince be in charge of your match. I don't know.
But why Omos? It's not going to be good.
No, they're just doing it for the size comparison, like Hogan and Andre, which honestly, it's a very fast forwardable match.
Yeah.
It's mainly Hogan's fault, but yeah. I just want to touch on this too. 12, it's Becky Lita Trish versus Damage Control. Apparently, there's going to be more storytelling that will involve other women leading up to this. The tag belts may change hands again before WrestleMania. Ronda and Baszler should be integrating this in somehow, but what I'm reading is there's going to be a lot more to the match.
Okay. I do want to see Ronda and Baszler with at some point.
Yeah. I agree with you there, Noob. And Real King's got a bunch here. Let me hit him up. Smaller card makes for better show and not a bloated one. I agree. Oh, there we go for that. Honestly, how do you book Brock with Bray? We talked about it. He's not going to settle for the Funhouse shit.
No, he's not.
And yeah, Real Kings, thanks. You can win this tonight. Anyone can win this. We're going to play trivia later. I got 8 questions. First to get it gets 2 points. Everyone else gets 1 point. Rio does deliver.
Oh, she does. Yeah, this is a good match. So, like, Rio's doing her job.
Yeah, Emmy has improved in front of an American crowd, too. Brock versus Gunther. You think that was a better match? Or do you think that's better saved?
I would have taken that. At Mania, I would have popped for that.
Okay.
The only thing is, does Brock take a chop? Like, maybe one if he's nice, but like, I don't think he lets Gunther get more than one on a good day.
I don't think so either. Yeah, you'd have another Brock versus Goldberg match at Mania.
Yeah.
All right. Creed 3 is out this weekend. Let us know if you've seen the other Creeds. Eric is in the process of catching up. I got to catch up as well. Let us know what you think of Creed and how it fits in with the Rocky franchise as well, too, because we're going to touch on that. I'm just going to go through some of my favorite sports movies. Eric, feel free to just toss some in there that you're a fan of, too. Sports movies can be very, very formulaic, but they also can be very fun. So,
Sure thing.
All right. This one I do recommend. It is Rocky 4, but is the director's cut, the ultimate director's cut. It adds a lot to it. It doesn't feel as 80s, which is one of the main reasons I love Rocky 4, but it does add a lot to the storytelling. So if you can find it, it is a bit longer, but it was a well put together director's cut.
Okay. I'll take that.
But it was my family, of course. We love this
Of
one.
course.
If you haven't seen it, find it. Did this
If you
surprise
haven't seen it, why haven't you seen it?
Yeah. Did this surprise you based on the trailers?
It did. I expected it to be more cheesy, especially with Vince Vaughn in there, because I don't think of him as like a. I don't know. I was surprised to see Vince Vaughn in there and did a great job. And nice guy.
Yeah. Very. Yep. All right, Lords of Dogtown. If you're into skateboarding, this talks about some of the founders of West Coast skateboarding. It's a well done movie that felt like it wasn't overly glorifying the people it was about. I really liked it. Heath Ledger, the guy who played Speed Racer, is in here as well, so I liked it. He got game. Ray Allen, a basketball player, did a great job playing a basketball player. That sounds so stupid, but I mean, it's something. This movie is, for me, people talk about Training Day being Denzel's best work. I personally think this is awesome. When this came out, me and my friends watched it religiously, so if you can find He Got Game, I recommend it.
Nice.
Caddyshack, of course, love this movie. If you know the backstory, give credit to the editors making a month's worth of people barely even reading lines into a very fun movie.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's people on vacation and partying for a month. But A League of Their Own, I love this. There's a new version on Netflix that's a little more serious, but I like the lightheartedness of this, and I thought the cast was perfectly casted. Fat Laces. We're going to do your thing next week. I'm going to talk about the very end of the stream. Hope you're doing well, Fat Laces.
Hey.
All right, Major League. Love it. It's late 80s at its best. Just cool. If you want to know where Moxley's theme song and why TK loves it so much, check out Major League. Loving basketball. I'm very leery about recommending romantic movies to people who are on, especially like first dates. Princess Bride is like my top of the line because it doesn't set up anything for modern day like men or women to live up to. But this is a beautiful story that doesn't feel like it's setting you up for fail if you take someone to a date. I absolutely love this movie.
Nice.
You gotta love The Sandlot. If you don't, you're killing me, Smalls. And of course, this is now sports, esports. The Wizard with Fred Savage. It introduced so many things like Super Mario Brothers 3 and the Power Glove, the biggest pain in the ass to use in video game history. But The Wizard, if you can find this, I love this movie.
I wish I could use the power glove.
It's so fucking awkward. White Men Can't Jump. There are very few movies that filmmakers caught Los Angeles in the 90s. Like Speed is a good one to me, but White Man Can't Jump. I fucking love this movie. Rosie Perez is in this as well. And there is a new one coming out on Hulu. Please watch it and pay attention because you never know who you'll see in the background. Just
Wink,
say
wink.
that. And there is no other sport than like the sport of hunting man. There is nothing like it. That's why I recommend this sports movie, Surviving the Game, with Ice-T, Rutger Hauer, and Gary Busey, and all 5 of his giant teeth. This movie's a lot of fun. This has been done a few different times, but the Stone Cold movie was kind of like this, but this is kind of like the benchmark for me. I love it.
Okay. Nice.
That's it. So let us know if you got any favorite sports movies out there as we get back to the women's match right here.
Oh, Nubenko says, how about Ready to Rumble?
That is a good one. That was a lot more fun than I thought it was at the time.
I still have yet to watch that.
It's a lot funner now rather than when Arquette was champ on TV.
Right.
Whose character is more psychotic? Dark Queen Emi Sakura or Dark Demon Clown Asuka?
This is my first time seeing Emmy like this, honestly. So I don't know.
Yeah, we'll wait and see. I'm not even that familiar with Evil Asuka, so hopefully we get more of that.
Yeah, people were excited to see her. So I mean, she's built up a reputation for it.
Yep. Yeah, the Wizard was a 90-minute commercial for Nintendo. It was basically a way to introduce Super Mario Brothers 3. Well, there we get Riho, 2 wins in a week.
Okay.
The Wrestler, always a good one. That's a really good one, actually.
Yeah. You remember how close we were to getting Jericho match at Mania, just from the Wrestler?
Yeah. Yeah. We will be doing, I do not know when, we're going to try to do it either Sunday or Monday, so hit subscribe and hit the bell icon so you know. Any given Sunday, that's a good one. That's actually a pretty intense one. I like that. Remember the Titans and Coach Carter. I like the Titans one. That's like a feel-good one for the fall.
Nice.
Okay, a high-stakes matchup. What are your thoughts on this women's matchup going into Revolution?
Wait, actually, hang on. Is the match still going for you or is it over?
I'm over. Riho took it, and we're at the build-up for the Revolution's women's match.
Oh, okay, because mine just finished. Going into it, I don't know. This storyline isn't hitting for me recently. I'm excited to see what Saraya does on the pay-per-view. Like, I think she's got her hands in this storyline, but it's just not hitting for me.
Everything's kind of
number one
flat for
priority.
you. No, it's not. All right, you got to comment on my thumbnail. Here you go. I got to comment on your thumbnail. It's so funny, and Stokely had been hilarious since joining AEW. You see Pimp slept Danhausen last night on Dynamite. I did. Stokely's one of those guys you got to kind of pay attention to because he will do stuff in the background while someone else is in the foreground. I absolutely love Stokely.
Oh yeah, that's great.
He's dressed as a Black Panther now, but he has like he just keeps pouting like a child. So it's funny.
That's great.
Right, pick Saraya.
Yeah, Saraya has to win, I think. Or actually, no, sorry. What's the match? It's a triple threat, right?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. For some reason, I got confused. That was tag match. Damn, I actually don't know. That's a tough one.
I think Hater's gonna win. Also, I forgot to put this in news and rumors. Reba Rebel is not going to be with Britt Baker anymore because now that they're faces, they don't feel that she fits. So she's going to be sent to catering.
They couldn't turn her face? That's such a weird we don't have the capacity to turn you face. So you've been a real great part of this act. Just go away now.
She has been. That's why I feel so bad.
That is weird.
Oh,
yeah,
Jesus.
looking at this card, I mean, Hayter should win because she has the momentum right now, but TK is a mark for people he really likes. So I could see Soraya just surprisingly winning and being the champ.
I could see that too. How come Hobbs is carrying the Sonic ring? Because that is the brass ring that Vince McMahon talks about. So it's hilarious because TK keeps using it and making talent look ridiculous carrying around a giant Cheerio.
Has anyone ever won this ring besides maybe Hangman? I can't remember if he won the championship off that. But has anyone won that ring and gone on to do good things?
Wasn't last year MJF?
Was it? Oh, the Devil. That's right.
Yeah, it was Stokely and the people that.
Wow, that was. I can't believe that was a year ago.
I know, it doesn't feel like it.
Yeah.
This is live tonight, by the way, too. This is an actual live Rampage.
Wow. You didn't know that. I like Serpentico. He knows that he's a jobber in AEW. That's cool. I'm not too sure if I need to see Hobbs jobbing Serpentico. I kind of want to see him. I don't know. He looks strong, but I know who Hobbs is at this point. You don't gotta sell me.
Yeah. I feel like Powerhouse Hobbs' theme music should have like a Brazzers disclaimer. Just how they hit the Powerhouse. It's like,
right.
I don't know, I'm just saying, man. Powerhouse has got it together.
Oh man. At least the women's match isn't the shortest match in the card tonight.
Yeah, that's a first.
Even though they kind of didn't really feel as important after they just went straight to the promo for the women's match, the title match, but
gotta get all the women in one segment. You can't sprinkle them throughout.
Yeah. Oh, promo. I'm like a week behind you.
That's okay. Hobbs versus Miro, book at TK. I do believe that's going to be his out next week on Dynamite, is having Miro come back. So I think Carlito, you're onto something.
That would be cool. I miss Miro.
I do too.
If he comes back, do you have Miro kind of? Do you let him go back to being him, the gamer, or like what direction do you give him?
You do the Miro that left. I thought that was a really good Miro. I liked it. He was believable in all of his matches. But it's just then if you put him against Powerhouse Hobbs, who you just did the Book of Hobbs for like 5 weeks, and now you're pushing Hobbs with a big win and going into a big match. Like I guess it's just difficult to book someone like Miro versus Hobbs.
Right.
All right. Everyone ready for some trivia? You ready to have some fun? I got 8 questions as we get into the main event.
Trivia.
QTV coming soon. It's obviously QT Marshall doing GTV.
Oh, God.
All right, let's play some trivia. First person to get it gets 2 points. Everyone else, 1. Shazam! Fucking kid. All right, question number 1. Who is Nick Gage fighting at GCW's Eye for an Eye in New York this month? Nick Gage.
Let's see.
Let us know.
Masha Stamovich?
Eric's got his answer in. Carlito says Jericho. Anyone else have answers? Get them in right now. Only 8 questions tonight. But try to bring it back. Carlito, I'll look into some Wheel of Fortune.
Really? Okay, we're going for Swerve and Keith Lee, Parker and Dustin on Rampage, huh? That's
yep. There is a name for Dustin and Swerve because, of course. I'm sorry, Dustin and Keith Lee.
Oh, of course. Well, like Natural Glory or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. All right, the answer to that one is Masha Slamovich. Eric, you got that one.
Right.
March 17th. I'm interested to see how they do an intergender match in GCW, but it's like Masha fighting Nick Gage is like The same as if like you wanted to date Masha, but then you found out she dated Nick Cage. Like, ew.
I agree. I as soon as I googled it, and as soon as I saw that, I was like, wow, I kind of want to see this, but also no.
Yeah. Good luck, Masha. All right, next question. Who faced Mark Briscoe on this week's ROH? Eric, I know you have an answer. Just keep it on deck. ROH kicked off last night with like 20 matches. I wonder how long it is. If you watched ROH last night on your Honor Club for $9.99, good for you for being richer than I am. But also let us know how long it was if you can. I'm very curious to see how much time they gave ROH on a streaming service. 2 women's matches. So TK is just wilding right now with his booking.
Right.
Knock, hope you're doing well. Happy Rampage. All right, who faced Mark Briscoe this week on ROH?
Props. Thank you, Knock. Thank you.
Knock, how long? Do you know roughly how long the first episode was? Some great fights. I can imagine that.
Can I give my guess if I
Yeah, you go ahead.
was it my boy Slim J?
I can't.
There it is. The infamous Muggin Pro Wrestling.
Oh my god, he looks like middle school Slim J here. He looks like lowercase J. Speaking of, we're talking to Mark Briscoe right now on Rampage. Here we go. All right, let's get into the next question here. What U.S. president appeared on an episode of the original Star Trek series? Obviously wasn't an actual president. What U.S. president, an actor played him, appeared on an episode of the original Star Trek?
Wait, what?
Oh. Congrats to Mark for being able to pull together promos like this.
Yeah. Props to him. This can't be easy.
Well, this is a nice segment. All right, what are we doing? We're making another match for Revolution.
Yeah, I think we got it. Okay, it's interesting. They put him on the 0 hour. Yeah, his opponents aren't. They're not worth that, I guess.
No, there's a picture of them in the gym that I didn't feel like putting on here, but it's there. All right, Eric, do you have a guess?
Was it Honest Abe?
You know it was. Fat Laces and Eric get it. Not Reagan, not Carter. You're thinking of Point Break, but Honest Abe. They're running down the card right now here. The Trios Championship going around. Do you think the Elite will keep it?
Yeah. After taking it off of Death Triangle, they better.
Yeah. All right, next question. What sport can you play with AEW talent in Daly City, California tomorrow?
I'm not giving my answer yet, but I remember seeing this weird ad for it.
Okay.
So I hope I remember.
I thought it was going to be here in LA. I thought it was going to be kind of cool, but then I hit it up and it's a ways away. It's hours away.
So I guess it's time for a road trip.
Not for this. Oh, this tag match. I'm a Danhausen guy. Why are Danhausen and Orange Cassidy in this?
I don't know. I honestly don't. I mean, my heart was broken that they never went with Danhausen and Hook. I love that rock and sock like connection, but
all right. I do believe the Guns are going to retain. We'll give our predictions. Knock and I will do that on Sunday. But, I mean, I think FTR is coming back for the Guns, who gave him a funeral.
If FTR does come back for it, I feel like Jay Lethal and Jeff Jarrett might take it then.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want them to. I really don't. But
all right, what's your answer for this question?
I'm going to guess dodgeball.
No. Not softball, but it is bowling, Fat Laces. You can bowl with
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, that's fun.
If Orange Cassidy, I need to see a video of Orange Cassidy just rolling the ball slowly. If they don't do that, then they failed.
Yes, like barely kicking it down with bumper bowling.
Yeah,
I do believe Britt and Adam Cole are going to be there as well. So you get two heavy hitters, and then
like you buried the lead with this picture. Anyone who was thinking about going to this.
All right, next question. Who from The Mandalorian tried to kill Buffy Summers on a college campus? On Buffy. Swerve's house. All right, Swerve is coming out now with the Mogul affiliates.
I need to know what Parker Boudreaux did. Like
I know.
What
for
makes
WWE, for a guy who paid millions of dollars in hush money to say we should get rid of this Parker Boudreaux guy because I found this out about him.
Right.
Oh my God. I got to know too, man. Isn't Swerve like a cool ass like John Wick villain? Look at that.
He does. He absolutely does. I feel like we talked about this, but do you think Swerve picked the affiliates? Like he had a say in it? Or do you think TK just said, here's these guys?
I thought from what I read online, he said he picked them, but he could have been in character. Where's Coloring Book? Did he come out there?
Oh, no, he did not.
He was on the advertisement. All right, who from The Mandalorian tried to kill Buffy Summers on an episode of Buffy on a college campus during her college years?
I wouldn't even know how to Google that to look that up, so I'm just going to guess Bill Burr.
I know you're a vampire slayer and all, but I gotta kill you. Moff Gideon. I love this. I can't wait to watch Mandalorian now. I caught up with a brief little like recap on YouTube.
Wow, Moff Gideon is so cool.
Keith Lee,
vampire, Nosferatu.
You see, Dungeons and Dragons is more than just pretend for Keith Lee.
Oh, Keith.
I don't know about that.
You went from double NXT champion to this, unfortunately.
Yep. No one has the answer to this yet. Wow. Pastor Keith Lee. There you go. Yeah, I was sorry.
It's like Santa Claus in the making.
He's gonna take over for Tim Allen on the Disney series.
Right.
Sugar cookies are nice, but I do like a nice frosting when I come down the chimney. All right, no one has the answer for this. It's the obvious one. It's Pedro.
What?
So young.
That is wow.
So young.
I feel like you or Knock might have mentioned this in the chat, but even looking at it, I see it now, but I can't believe it.
Yeah, he came out in an interview saying like how sweet she was during the whole thing, and he had to miss a stage play that he was in because they had to film a late shoot, and she was really cool. So it's a nice story.
You know, if I just literally put I put it in as soon as you said it, and it's the first 3 articles that popped up. So I guess it wasn't
know how to
hard.
Google this, and then you Google it, and there you go.
It wasn't as hard as I thought it would be.
Yeah, Pedro was deep cut. We rewatched Buffy during the recent year here, and popped right up there. Who did Willow Nightingale face on this week's ROH? 19,000 matches on there. I'd love to know how long this was.
So you haven't seen it yet? The first episode?
No. Mm-mm.
Okay. I'm
I do not have
curious what you
$9.99 a
would
month.
say.
I saw the ending when Loudmouth came out and said now he's in a real wrestling place where people aren't snakes and shit, but
Yeah.
not Athena. Not Mercedes. Wouldn't that be some shit? Oh, I got you, Mercedes. I'm gonna put you on the biggest platform ever. It's $9.99 a month, Mercedes. I'm gonna put you on ROH.
Remember how you were main eventing WrestleManias? Well, here's $9.99 a month.
Oh, can I do coke off that belt? Let us know who you think. Hogwarts Legacy commercial on. I'm still loving that game.
It's pretty good. I'm having fun finding all the bugs and glitches in this game. As fun as it is, there are times I'm like, it's a big world. Open world games are hard to get seamless like that.
Yeah. Parker Bourgeois is in control now. Swerve being cocky because that's what he's best at.
Of course.
No Athena, unless this is like later on. They did tape multiple shows, but all right, Knock, you got it. Lady Frost, Knock is in there. Fat Lace has got it as well. 2 points to you all. Okay, so here we go. Athena's defending against Supercard.
Ah.
All right, I got 2 more questions, and then that's it. All right, which former WWF commentator will have a biography about his life come out this year from ECW Press? I don't know if this has anything to do with ECW Wrestling. This is just the name of the publisher.
Wow.
I'd actually really like to read this. As Keith Lee just aged another 10 years in the ring during Picture in Picture.
Google is not helping me at all. So
you need to try the other one, the Google killer that's out there.
Oh, is Bing stepping up its game?
We got some ones in the chat here. Lord Alfred Hayes. You got to guess it all?
I guess I'm just going to say, I know he's not a commentator, but Google is telling me Brody.
No, it is Gorilla Monsoon. Fat Laces get 2 points for that one. It is called.
You watch that.
Yeah. You have to read it though, Eric. It is a book. Irresistible Force: The Life and Times of Gorilla Monsoon should be out next year.
I searched for documentary. I thought you say documentary, but
I might have. I kind of like missay things as I'm paying attention to.
I also, I guess I should, because I went on ecwpress.com and it's books, so I should have also realized that.
They're going to movies now? All right. All right, last question. I will say this right now. It is mainly between 2 people for the win. With the success of Cocaine Bear, what animal is Asylum Films using to knock it off with? Asylum Films knocks off everything. They have their own Fast and Furious series knock. Don't be fooled by them. There is only one about family. This one, I think it's about friends, not family. So it's totally different genre. Asylum Films, they knock off literally everything. If there's a big movie out, they have an Avengers movie out as well. They have a Thor movie out called Thor. They pump these things out in about a month.
I will say, I'm gonna hold my guess because I googled it, but I'm more excited for this knockoff than I am for Cocaine Bear now. Like, this is genius.
Thanks everyone for spending the Friday night with us. We thank you. We took a week off last week, but we're back, and check out some videos. I got some links in the description, including our last episode. Eric put together a Black Excellence video, and Knock has a Becky Lynch video. Those 3 are in the links below, so if you haven't checked them out for sure.
And as always, subscribe.
Yes. Eric, you want to give your answer?
Fat Laces got it. That gator is shooting up meth, and I need to see it. This is
Attack
awesome.
of the Meth Gator coming from Florida, Eric.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think that's happened at least 5 times.
I'm sure it is. All right, I don't need to add up the points. Fat Laces, you are tonight's champ. Eric just missed out.
Womp womp. Mr.
All right,
Pinch
thanks for
is too
playing,
good.
everyone. Next week, just so happens the winner here gave us an idea for next week on SmackDown. Everyone get it ready. We're going to do something that Noob said, but next week we're going to do this. Everyone pick your favorite WrestleMania match, and we're going to compile our greatest hits of WrestleMania. It'll be about a card's length, or night 1 and night 2. We'll figure that one out. But you know how bands have their greatest hits albums? We're going to make our greatest hits card of WrestleMania. It will not be every best match ever. We're going to put together the length of an actual WrestleMania card, what we all think as a unit, the best WrestleMania matches of all time. So we'll do our greatest hits album of WrestleMania matches.
Okay, that sounds fun.
Every Uzi has his day. Damn Skippy, Fat Laces. Crawl. I do believe I saw Crawl. Did you see Crawl?
I haven't. No.
Yeah, it was good. The alligator one. That was actually good. Nah, good pick.
Just quick story. I wanted to tell you. This is more inside joke for you and Knock, but everyone can enjoy this. So my girl and I just started watching an anime that I saw years ago, but she's a fan of it. And there's a character's name, Usui, and she has trouble pronouncing it. So for a while she was calling him Usi, and all I could think of was just Sami Zayn, just popping us for months, feeling Usi.
Nice. What's the anime?
It's called Kaichiwa Maid-sama. It's a romance, like old school rom-com one.
Anime has come so far from when I grew up, and it was just like Fist of the North Star and Akira and Ghost in the Shell. I mean, I love it. I love that it's just like it's all over the place, just like any kind of form of entertainment.
Have you seen the new Fist of the North Star game? I think it's called Fit of the North Star. It's a
like Wii Fit.
Sort of, yeah. Like it's
Okay.
like punching, like and blocking. It's to get your fit.
Okay, I guess. I mean, yeah. If it helps, I guess. I always thought of doing a video game workout routine and putting it online. Like instead of like just jumps, you call them like Goomba stomps, and then like you kind of like you have a green screen, you get Goombas that you jump on, and other kind of stuff, kind of like that Fit of the North Star, where you're like punching left and right, and
it would be cool. I don't know
the
if
target audience wouldn't use it, though. That's what I'm saying.
Honestly, I could see it. I've seen a lot of VR workout games that have a big following.
Okay.
As you can tell by my body, I am not one of those followings, but I don't know if this was a botch or not, because is this a no DQ match?
It doesn't say in here unless they changed it, because obviously Coloring Book isn't on the match, but he's advertised.
Right. Because Parker Bordeaux just hit Keith Lee with a blatant low blow, and I think Aubrey should have seen it. So I don't know if she just ignored it.
The refs have been so botchy in AEW. But people like Jimmy Corderas and other people, refs and other things, that's like their main call out, is they're not paying attention to the rules of the match, and they're just waiting for the finish to happen.
Right. Which, even weirdly enough, the low blow wasn't anywhere near the finish. It's just to get him off a swerve.
Right.
So weird.
I do like this on Nice Destroyer. I do like this on Rampage because the feud's been building up on Rampage. But again, this is your go home show to Revolution, and they just did a package promoting Revolution, and that was pretty much it for the night.
That's true. That's a very good point. I think I just expected to see a one-on-one with Swerve and Lee, but if this is what we get, it's a good match.
Right.
Parker's in the right spots where he needs to be.
Jericho.
And he's there to take the pin.
All right. Parker Bordeaux out there, the lead singer of Crazy Town, not out there, but advertised.
How many people are going to ask for their refund?
Right. Where was Coloring Book? We demand Coloring Book. Where was Takashi's cousin?
Has Rick Ross been a part of this storyline? Like, no.
He's in catering with Bow Wow.
Damn. A lot of rappers trying to cash in on AEW lately.
I know. Well, that is it. That's Rampage. What did everyone think? Was it a go home show or was it Rampage?
That was Rampage. That was,
yeah.
I mean, they did their, usual rundown of the card, but that was a regular Rampage with a good main event.
It was. Ramit, he says, will Brie Bella seen in AEW Revolution 2023? I hope to never see her in 2023 or 2024. And another surprise, Kenny Omega, MJF, Young Bucks join WWE in 2024. I think Tony Khan is going to keep them.
Did this Ricky Starks attack do it for you? Jericho setting it up, trying to be comedic?
No.
I just don't like
so now the last thing we remember is Jericho's match.
Yeah. Like we just saw a really good tag match. I don't think that was necessary.
Yeah. I don't either. TK was, no, it's my blow. Meth Gator is all elite. They're doing their build up now for the pay-per-view with an hour-long show rather than a show that is on, what was it, 10 p.m. Eastern time?
Yeah.
So you're going to stay up until midnight now and watch the build up to the pay-per-view? Nah.
Not at all.
All right. Eric, thanks for joining, man.
Thank you for having me. Greatest stream. I mean, honestly, TK owes you some residuals, some royalties. It's a damn shame he's not paying up.
You know what? I'm in LA. I'll take some Coke and I'll sell that. I don't care. I'd like something from TK. Anything you want to say before we head out, Eric?
Be sure to come back Sunday. Join Knock and Zach for the West Coast PopCast. Like I said, I'm pre-celebrating the 1,000 subs, so I'm gonna be drinking Mai Tais on the beach and fighting old tourists trying to take my beach towels.
The CEOs living the CEO life, but yes, come back Sunday. Knock and I will hold it down. We are your Revolution kickoff show. We are your 0 hour going into Revolution, so watch it with us and get ready for Revolution on Sunday. Eric, thank you so much for joining. No, thanks for joining in the chat. Our champion, Fat Laces, you get the gold tonight. And Carnage Rage says he has had enough of the jazz. I agree. Fuck them.
Yeah, fuck them in the jazz.
Beautiful. Good night, everyone. Be excellent to each other.